EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have the Rams. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators.
Here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs, buddy, alongside my partner Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch. Up at a normal tight end.
I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting in no way.
Poppin' knock it when I met you. Shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a button, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing. People singing. Rice is throwing flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. The honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. In my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. She walking kind of thing that happen often more than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Ever see my baby coming?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Chiefs going up against the Rams. And we'll send you over to L.A. now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
The one running back is Gurley. On first down, it's gone. And incomplete to open things up.
Amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
Here we go now.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And a catch made by Kenny Brent. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff forced out to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff on the move to his left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the...
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening. Just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball...
Kansas City touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it It's 7-0 KC. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Bulldozes past him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The one running back is Gurley. Goff now to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And it's complete to Brett. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Goff on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Completes it to Quick. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. To the air again. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Holding, defense. A penalty is declined.
It's a four-receiver look to the right side. Here's Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. The week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense, that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The tackle there by Akeem Ayers. Here's the option going right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
A first down carry here for Charles. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Again, it's Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Obviously, the offense thought they had... something going, but trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. Kenny Brent, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And he's able to put it through. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And on 2nd and 10 now. Smith throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Kenny Britt trots back out there as he gets set to go again on offense. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
They come out here in the aisle. They go play action here on nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Oh, what a move.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kenny Britt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. Play clock winding down. It's good to make it 17-7. 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. Oh, little 360. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Looking left side, and it's complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line and gate.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cunningham now to return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Josh Maga, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Play fake to Mason. Goff. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Brent doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job. And I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to him.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding him.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together, and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
Here's Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, look at the juke. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their... territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Rams out to the early lead. We'll be back. We're back to Southern California right after this. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Goff now on second down. Being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
A 1-yard gain could look...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down is gone. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He finds his man. It's Austin. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Gonna have game, offense. Still first down.
1st and 15 here behind the chains. Out of the gun. Gone. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He has Britt over the middle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with a kind of...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brian Quick, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. And he's got it up and through. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Rams defense getting ready to go again. They were picked apart really on that last drive through the air. Now 2 touchdowns against them of the passing variety here in this first half.
And momentum totally going against them right now. One way to shift it, a big sack or some sort of a takeaway. They've got to find a way to get back in balance in this game because right now they're under siege.
Yeah, they're a little bit shaken.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
After review of the play, the running on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at the quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot.
Touchdown, Chiefs! And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there. Think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch 30.
From the 50, it's gone. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
Goff now to throw. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's gone. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First and 10, Smith. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
This is West. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dominic Easley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Austin. Fighting through. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs defense getting ready to roll. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. The throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. To the air again. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. He has Britt over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the give, this is their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Here's Goff now on second down. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. Give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Out to his left. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Smith, forced out to his left. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught here by Conley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Rod Streeter, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Rams want to continue to give their fans something to cheer about in the second half. The Chiefs know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Chiefs have it at the 2. Smith's got it on the run, and he'll go in from 2 yards out. That puts them up by a touchdown. Rams have the football early in the first. Under duress, and the pass is picked off. Russell's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Midway through the first quarter, here a throw deep down the field is caught, and he's going to go 80 yards for the score. They go ahead by 3. Now to the middle of the first. Goff's going to complete the pass, and this great play will go for 6. Rams push the lead to 10. Chiefs have it at the 17. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage, and it ends up working for a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 3. Moving to late in the first quarter. Quick pass and completion is made here, and it leads to a touchdown. Now it's running by just 3. Now midway through the second. Goff's going to scramble and complete the pass. And that goes as a 15-yard touchdown, which takes the lead to 10. Chiefs with the football late in the half. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he ends up at the 24-yard line before he's stopped on the play. So that'll do it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We're going back under the lights for the second half of this Monday night matchup.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The defense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. On 1st and 10, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the 50, it's Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Here's Smith. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. They pass up the 3, fake it. Doesn't work.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. On 1st down, Goff dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Here's Gall, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the left hash, this from 46. And Zerline's kick is good. Push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Smith on first down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Throwing on third down, Smith. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protective they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, 70 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing
does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I'm deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
It becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
To throw on second down is Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Smith. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, LA! Tavon Austin with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense have felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Smith. Man open left side. It's Williams. Give him 16 on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Gone. He has Brett over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now Smith, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Now it's Smith rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Macklin, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
Incomplete on that try. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Now Goff on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
And he fires one incomplete. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to the air. Goff on second down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Brin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So that drive, 4 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Smith. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarter.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jamal Charles, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Stays on his feet. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And quickly they get to the line.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Number 53. Mike 53. Wow, Bill. Wow, Bill. Hot.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be from 49 yards out. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he... it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Smith on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take them.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the counter, Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Here's Gone. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Fresh set of downs here.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always some...
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw on second down is gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. He got it stripped. You can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. To throw is gone. Hard throw, incomplete. The intended receiver was Trey Mason. Now 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards that time and a first. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Smith on 1st down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To the air again, Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
Throwing is Smith. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Smith throwing again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. He'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's got the first down before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Smith. It's Hill, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A gain of 6 there on first. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rod Streeter, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PA. As opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the ball at the 23-yard line. Comes Kansas City, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together, but they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Smith looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, number 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
To throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. He's back to throw. He has Britt over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're off to battle traffic on the 110 as we say so long from L.A.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a whole